I'm a sophomore at Youtg.
This is our street. That's our house, and we've lived here for the past 11 years. We grew up very protective of ourselves and our belongings. I felt that this was normal, expected, necessary. I didn't live in fear, but in precaution. I was not alarmed by shocked by sudden deaths or similar tragedies, but I was constantly aware that that could happen to me or my family. As I have grown older, I have realized that being raised with this mindset is not healthy or normal, but problematic and troubling. Being raised in an environment where you're constantly looking out for your safety and that of your belongings is not acceptable. Homes are where one is supposed to feel the safest, so how can one call Detroit a home if we do not feel safe? Even when we're trying to enjoy ourselves and forget where we are, reality would interrupt our brief escape. I remember a few years back, we were having a party in our backyard, and as you can see, our surrounding area doesn't really look that safe. So we were just enjoying ourselves, and we heard like a really loud banging on the back of our fence, and we saw a badge show up, and they were like, I forgot what department it was, but they basically told us to let them in, and they started interviewing my dad. And they had asked questions like where he was, had we heard stuff. What had happened was some young lady was raped, murdered, and burnt in our alley. And so we were not aware of this. And after that, everybody became uncomfortable. We went inside, but then basically after that the party was over. After that, they fixed the lights in the alley, but a few weeks later, somebody broke them again, and they were never fixed. Basically, similar stories like this always happen to us, and we're constantly reminded that we don't feel safe.
Our house has been robbed a grand total of 7 times, one including while we were sleeping in our beds. The feeling of hurrying home, seeing the door wide open, seeing all the drawers put out, our clothes on the floor, and going through the routine check of what they had taken this time has become something that we had become way too familiar with. We wish to live in a neighborhood that feels more like a home and has a sense of community. Growing up, we always went outside and played with our neighbor friends, even if our parents did not approve. We were young and innocent and did not know what we know today. We were not aware of the danger imposed on us by our very own neighbors. We did not know that our very own neighbors were drug dealers, that most of the times it was our very own neighbors who broke into our house. As we got older and began to feel and witness how unsafe our street really was, we isolated ourselves within our own home, just as I'm sure many other families on this block have also done. When we were little, we used to always go outside and play, and we used to establish very good friendships with the kids on our block. We would always go into each other's backyards, and we wouldn't really worry or think about what their parents